What is up, guys? You join me from the road. We are in the Gulf and we are headed to Harbor Freight. We're buying a welder. We're DIYing the Miata cam fix and I'm excited. So that's what we're gonna go do. We're just gonna buy the basic little welder. Should work for what we're trying to do, and I'm gonna buy it, practice a little bit, kind of go from there. So join me as we head to Harbor Freight. Favorite store for tools, not really, but we're gonna pick it up, take it home. In this video, we're gonna do some setting up, practice welds before we get going. And yeah, get excited because we're getting the Miata back on the road. It's 86 out right now. This is like as hot as it's been. So super excited. It is turning very much into Miata weather, if not already. And as much as I love driving the Golf, I wanna get back in the Miata. I wanna take it to track days. And this is the first step we need to take to get the car back on the road. So let's get into it. All right, and here it is. Got myself a welding helmet, the Flux 25 welder. So we should be good to go. Comes with wire and everything, and it's a plug-in to normal plug, I think 120 volt or something like that. Don't quote me on it, but it plugs into the wall. And this is what we're gonna be using. So I'm gonna get this unboxed and set up, and then we'll test it out. I'm really excited, also very nervous. I've never used a welder before, and I guess this one, the research I've done on it, you know, it sparks a lot and everything, but since we're just doing a tack weld, it should be minimal. All right. Welder is set up. I've got it plugged in. Also got the wire running through. A little end there. It's kind of tough to see, but it's yeah. So it's running through and it comes out. I tested it, turned it on and everything. So we're good there. The settings I have it on. I've got the wire speed on pretty low. So since it's on low, the wire speed should be, you know, coming out very slowly, which is what I want because I'm just trying to learn how to tack weld. All I'm doing is not trying to lay a bead or anything like that. So I'm gonna practice on these two bits of metal here. I've got it clamped on, and I'm just gonna kind of go along the edge and just do some little tack welds, and then that way I can bend it up to see if it's you know, welded on there. And yeah, should be pretty simple. I ran it just to make sure it was all on, and I got, you know, these little things here. I wouldn't even call them welds, but I'm putting down metal, so that's good. And yeah, got my helmet on, so ready to go here. So got my gun, got my clamp, and I've got my gloves too, my welding gloves. I think these are welding gloves, at least I just kind of had them in my toolbox. I'm gonna go ahead and clamp that down there. Gloves going on. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the machine on. Get a little bit of wire out. Helmet's on. I'm just gonna try to tack this together, I guess. These gloves are impossible to use. They're pretty old. They're very stiff. But it looks like I got one. Kind of one weld. Nope, none of those really stuck. So that's not what we want in terms of holding that cam gear together. I'm gonna just keep trying. I mean, this is my first time ever doing this, so I'm just kind of practicing. I'm gonna turn the wire speed up a little bit. It's burning, like it's like tacking and then it no contact. So you turn the wire speed up a little bit. That one might actually be okay. Let's see. That one's actually pretty strong. Oh, I'm pulling pretty hard. It's not coming off. All right, I'm going to show you guys that weld. All right, so here's our first two. And this one didn't really make contact with like both pieces. This one was a little bit better. It made contact with that, but you can tell I put more wire into this one, like more time welding. And you know, I'm no expert or anything. I'm not trying to be, but that doesn't look terrible for what we're trying to do. And like I said, I mean, it's pretty sturdy. Like, I'm bending it and there's leverage against it and it's not moving. So I am going to just try to do some more just along the way and see how it goes, I guess. So all good so far. This is kind of fun learning. So I'm just gonna keep practicing and yeah, carry on. So it's actually kind of, I think it's because these are two different thicknesses, it's kind of burning through this metal, but not the square tube. So I need to be careful with that. Alright, so I ended up changing the power level to minimum. And I changed the wire speed up to 6. That felt comfortable to me. I did this little row of tacks here. They're all basically kind of the same. I think maybe someone can tell me that's better at welding what these mean or look like. But they're thicker on the top. I think that's because it's blowing through this metal, but it can't really penetrate this bigger steel on the bottom. I think that's why. I don't know, you guys tell me. But yeah, I mean, they're definitely secure, and I cleaned them all off and everything. Yeah, so we kind of went from these here. I wasn't letting the wire make contact with the metal long enough, so these didn't really penetrate, and they're really small. These ones here I kind of figured out better, but the power was different. So you can kind of see, like on this one, it really gets into the thinner gauge steel, but it doesn't like really make too much contact with the bottom. And then moving on, this is kind of just junk. And then these are the ones that I've did most recently. So still kind of getting a feel for things. It's interesting. It's kind of hard for me to see what's happening through the shield. I have it on like full because I don't want to burn my eyes, and you know, I'm not trying to be a pro at this day one. So I'm gonna keep practicing, and I'm gonna try to lay some beads just to kind of see if I can do it now that I feel like I have a better grasp of like the speed and the power. But I think these will work for what we're trying to do, because they are on there, they're small, and they didn't put out like too much heat. Like obviously it's hot because I laid these all in a row, but I don't want anything to warp on the engine cam. So I think we're on to something here. I'm gonna keep practicing and then we'll check in and kind of close out this video. All right, so I tried a bead right here, and quite honestly, it's a lot better than I expected it to be. It's not too bad. And then I did another one here, and this little section isn't half bad. Then there's kind of a break right here, and then my hand got a little off, so you can see it kind of curl out. But I'm genuinely surprised at these, but I think these are gonna do. Again, tell me in the comments. This is what I'm doing. This was just all for fun, but this is what I'm going to be doing on the cam itself, and I think it's gonna work. I'm really excited, guys. I think we got this. So obviously I'm going to practice a lot more. Maybe like each day I'll come out here and just flip it over, do some more welds on the other side, and just have fun with it and get my confidence level up some more. Again, if you are unaware, what we're going to be doing is tack welding this gear to the cam itself. So should be able to put it right here, slap it on, and yeah, that should be it. Rotate it around, do the other side, so make sure everything's balanced, and then we'll be able to get the engine back in the car and back on the road. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. It's kind of like a vlog and practice thing, but learning new skills, super fun. If you're interested in welding, this is the Harbor Freight welder. It was like $130, something around there, and it comes with wire and everything. I can't vouch for the product or the wire because I'm no expert. Hopefully you guys don't flame me in the comments, those of you that are welders or have welded more than me. This is literally me 30 minutes outside in the garage doing this for the first time. So again, thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned because we have the video coming up where we tack weld the engine and get everything back together, or start to get back together, get this car back on the road. It's starting to get really nice outside. It's about to actually storm right now, so the fronts are starting to move in. 80 degrees, beautiful. I'm ready for this car. I'm ready to get it back. So if you are new to the channel, be sure to go down below, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, leave your comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.